Hello there, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of December 28th through January the 3rd. I do have a quick announcement before we jump into the forecast, and that is that there are mentoring classes, mentoring sessions still available. There's one the 29th at 6:15 Mountain Time. That's going to be 8:15 Eastern Time. And then I have another one on January the 4th at 1 o'clock. That'll be 3 o'clock Eastern Time. If you're over in Europe, in the UK, that will be, what is that? That'll be 8 o'clock over in the UK. And then on Wednesday, January 13th, there's another mentoring session that still has slots available. That's at 12:15 Mountain Time, 2:15 Eastern Time, and that would be 7:15 over in the UK. So let's just jump into your forecast now, Virgos. What we have coming up on Monday for you is the Queen of Clubs. I do feel like this is somebody that you're interacting with on Monday, and this is someone who is very confident, very self-assured. She's somebody who has very bright, cheerful, happy personality, and she is someone that people really like to be around. She's a lot of fun, very fun-loving person, but she's also very passionate about the things that she loves, and if what she happens to love is work, you can expect that she's going to be very passionate about work, and she's going to want other people to be on board with that too. So if you're running into her in a workplace situation, or she's your boss, you may very much enjoy working for her, but she does expect that you are going to be working and not goofing off, even though you guys can have a fun time at work while you're actually getting things done. Now, Tuesday, Virgo, what you have coming up is you have the Moon card. The Moon card is coming in for a lot of people. Must be some kind of Neptunian influence coming in this week. But the Moon card talks about that on Tuesday you realize that there is a situation that is kind of fishy. You have just enough information to know that there's a lot more going on there than meets the eye. So that's what I have coming up for you Tuesday. And let me just stop here to say this is a general reading. Let me remind you also, first of all, not everything is going to apply to everybody. And secondly, it's pretty common for me to hear that a lot of these things that I talk about happening for each of the signs do happen, but they happen on different days. So you can expect that maybe the days will be a little bit shuffled, but you're getting a look at some of the energies going on here. Now, if some of it just doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate and it may not apply to you at all, and that's okay. You may want to check your rising sign or your moon sign and see if those work out to be more accurate for you this particular week, or maybe even all the time. So that's worth checking out. But anyway, bottom line is this is a general reading, so this is not going to fit you just like a glove. If you want a reading that fits you like a glove, then you have to get a private reading where I can focus just on your own energies, and you'll know how to do that. Okay, so Wednesday, Three of Cups here. This just tells me that you're spending some time with friends. This is enjoyable time. This is a good card. So this can be even, I'm really getting a strong impression of hanging out with the people from work at lunch. So maybe you guys go out and have some kind of New Year's, Christmas celebratory lunch together, or celebrate somebody's birthday or something like that. So for a lot of you, I do feel like that this is enjoying some time with workplace buddies, but it doesn't have to be that. This can be even getting an email from an old friend you haven't been in touch with for a while. It can be FaceTime, having dinner together with somebody, or going and doing something with somebody that's an old friend, or it could be just having a nice conversation on the phone with an old friend. But definitely some time with, pleasurable time with friends coming in for you on Wednesdays, Virgos. Now Thursday, Page of Coins in reverse. Page of Coins in reverse. I haven't seen this one in a while, and I'm sure everybody's happy about that. But the Page of Coins in reverse just says you're getting some kind of message about money or material assets on Thursday. And this message basically means that you are finding out you're having to spend more money or do something with some assets that you weren't planning to do. So this could be, well, I had this card come up for somebody whose son dropped his cell phone in the toilet and she had to replace his cell phone. But this could also be getting an invoice that was larger than you expected, or getting an invoice that you didn't expect. Can be a lot of things. It can also be impulse spending when you have the Page of Coins, but typically it's more of the message about the money. You may not actually be spending the money yet Thursday, but definitely what's coming in is that message that you're going to be. Now, let's move on to Friday. Friday, what you Virgos have coming up is the Ten of Swords. For some of you, I feel like this is very simple. It's a backache. And it's interesting because there's one of you, at least one of you, that this is not the lower back, which is what I normally associate with back pain. Normally that's a lower back type of thing, except for very specific reasons for it to be somewhere else. But this feels higher, like more up, almost between the shoulders, but not exactly. So for some of you, there's some back pain going on there. For some of you, the back pain will be in the lower back, but I'm definitely feeling for somebody that it's up higher than that. Now, the other way that this card can manifest may not be back pain at all. This may be being opposed by other people. Maybe you've got what you think is a great idea and you take it into work or you take it to the family and people are just like, what are you thinking? How is that going to work? We can't do that. We would have to change from how we've always done it to do it that way. How would we do that? Oh my gosh. So a lot of opposition is one way that this can manifest. So a lot of opposition in ideas and thoughts. So people not going along with a great thought or a great idea that you may have. And the other way that this can manifest also is people just talking about you. Mostly behind your back. But, you know, when stuff like this happens, Ten of Swords situation, usually when something hits a level to pull a card, to actually make a card come up, this is big enough that people are talking behind your back that you're actually like stumbling across it and overhearing things that they didn't intend for you to overhear. So you kind of know what's going on. You know what's up. So if it's somebody talking about you, I would expect that on Friday you're going to actually overhear some. You'll know what's going on. If it's a backache, you'll know that. You know, yeah. And if it's resistance, you're going to know that right off the bat too. So no matter how you slice it, you're going to see if this actually manifests for you. And like I said, not everything manifests for everyone. So, you know, you don't have to hold your breath and just be waiting and anticipation for something like this. You can, you know, say, hey, you know what, free will, I have a choice here. Let me just take care of my back. Let me not do anything stupid with it. That type of thing. The situations in our lives are not what forms us. What forms us is how we react to them. Okay, so Saturday, King of Clubs showing up. And the King of Clubs really is talking about somebody that you are going to be interacting with, Virgo. And this is somebody who is highly creative, thinks a lot outside the box, likes to do things spur of the moment rather than plan things. If he plans things too far ahead, he gets a little bit antsy that he might miss out on something better that might come up later. So much more of a spur of the moment guy, very creative, very inspirational to watch and to be around because he's so enthusiastic and so imaginative with how he does things. But if you're somebody who is more pragmatic and likes to plan things out and likes to have, you know, step 1, step 2, step 3, this is how we're going to do it. It can be kind of stressful to be around this person, and Virgos, you're more kind of like that. So this might be very stressful for you to be around this person, but at the same time, he can be very fun too if you let yourself have that experience with him. So really, it's all about how you choose to interact with this person. If you want to resist all his creativity and spur of the moment, just go with it stuff, you're going to have a really hard time dealing with him. If you can let go of some of your plans and just kind of roll with it, you're going to be able to have a lot of fun with this guy around on Saturday. And for most of you, it's a guy. For some of you, it'll be a girl. This is a general reading, so we're never locked into a gender in a general reading. Now, on Sunday, what we have showing up is we have the Four of Cups coming up in reverse. I like seeing this card in reverse. What this tells me is that it would be pretty easy for you to have a pity party for yourself on Sunday, Virgos, but you're not doing it. You're like, no, not going there. And instead what you're doing is you're kind of flipping it. You're looking at, okay, what are the opportunities that are around me? And you're allowing yourself to get excited about those opportunities and move forward with them instead of being some kind of pity party and all sorry for yourself. So it's a really, really awesome card. I love to see that come in because it just makes a difference in how our day turns out and maybe even, you know, how several days after turn out, depending how we handle that pity party energy, if we let it flow in or if we flip it and start looking at opportunities. So that's your week, Virgos. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. For those of you who would like to be involved in a mentoring session to expand your own intuitiveness, feel free to get a hold of me and we'll get something going on there for you or get you slotted into something that's already going on. And everybody have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here next time. Peace out.